they should run a fear campaign on what he would do. And I want to go to these tariffs because it's a very important reason. We see the Iowa poll. We're very big fans of Ann Seltzer for good reasons. She's an excellent poster. And Harris is only down 4 in Iowa. I think I know the reason. Tariffs. Agrarian people do not like tariffs. They have had a horrible experience with them. And as opposed to getting 400 economists, of which we personally know 200 of them, to say that Trump's plans are bad, go to Iowa State and talk to the Department of Agriculture and Economics. Go to the Sioux City, Cedar Rapids, Marshalltown Chamber of Commerce.
James, let's turn to the presidential race. It's tight. I think Harris has a slight advantage, but she's been unable to pull away after she devastated him in that debate a couple weeks ago, primarily because he still holds an advantage on the economy. Can Harris turn this economic issue to her advantage, James?
There's a way to do this. And the way not to, and usually that you have perception economy, and most of the people that we know, and I think with some validity, say, look, this economy is a lot better than people think it is. All right, that's frankly not going to work very well because it takes a while for economic perceptions to change. Trump has given the Harris campaign a great gift. He has on multiple occasions said that you have nothing to lose. That is, whether you have nothing to lose or something to lose is a very, very different conversation as to whether you think the economy is good or bad.
Nothing to lose if you vote for him, right?
Right. And you vote for all of his crazy proposals that he can't remember what they are, and of which literally, when I want to say I'm as close to be, economists would say, these tariffs would destroy the American economy. If you started deporting 11 million people, you would destroy the American economy. And understand that. So what Trump is saying, that you got nothing, you're living in Thanksgiving of 1929, and everything that you have is up in smoke. That is decidedly not true. And they should run a fear campaign on what he would do. And I want to go to these tariffs because it's a very important reason. We see the Iowa poll. We're very big fans of Ann Seltzer for good reasons. She's an excellent poster. And Harris is only down 4 in Iowa. I think I know the reason. Tariffs. Agrarian people do not like tariffs. They have had a horrible experience with them. And as opposed to getting 400 economists, of which we personally know 200 of them, to say that Trump's plans are bad, go to Iowa State and talk to the Department of Agriculture and Economics. Go to the Sioux City, Cedar Rapids, Marshalltown Chamber of Commerce. And by the way, that's just not, now you say, well, that's going to help you in Minnesota, which is closer. It should be fine, but it's close. It's going to help you in Wisconsin. It's going to help you in a lot of places.
Help you in North Carolina and Georgia.
Definitely help you in North Carolina and Georgia. A large agrarian community there. And in North Carolina, this is not good. But we have to go somewhere other than Goldman Sachs bankers or Princeton economists. I'm not saying it's great. They're all smart people. But they have got to seize this. You do have a lot to lose. And the tariffs will make you and the whole country poorer, and it'll do it quickly and efficiently. And there's all kinds of evidence to point to that. It goes all the way back to the jackass corn laws in the 19th century Britain, or maybe it was before that. I can't remember when they were, and I think most people would like to forget them. But this does not work. And it's the kind of thing that sounds good if you're a mill worker or auto worker in Ohio, but when you think about it, it's not worth a damn. And that's all he's doing is every cheap-ass, off-the-shelf bullshit thing that he thinks helps him carry Pennsylvania or Michigan he's going to come out with. And you have got to make him pay, and you've got to say you do have something to lose. And you will lose it so fast under his economic plan, you won't see it. We no longer have to convince people that the economy is good. We only have to convince people that they have something to lose, which is a much easier job. And you don't have a lot of time, and you got to get right to it. I am I think this is a very good opportunity. I hope they take advantage of it.
That the risks are humongous with Trump. That, as you say, you have a lot to lose, and you can detail that with specificity. Tariffs in particular, but other things too.
There's a good piece in the Financial Times weekend, and it goes through it pretty good. Of course, they ran a stupid story with John Paulson on the front page saying the tariffs wouldn't hurt anything. John Paulson gave hundreds of millions of dollars Republican cards. I told Ed Luce, well, you want to put me on the fucking front page of the FT. But there was a good piece, to be fair to the FT, there was a really good piece in this weekend edition about the dangers of this. And it takes
about
you
the
through
danger of
good.
Tariffs.
Yes, and the whole thing, the whole economic plan.
The weekend FT last weekend, right?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, go try to get that. Well, James, I think that is a fascinating idea. That ought to be her focus. There is not only do you not have anything to lose, you have a lot to lose.
Let me make another point, Albert. We talked about, we both, I think, concurred that the vice presidential rollout was handled very competently, that the convention was handled very competently, that the debate may be even better than very competently. But what is starting to worry me a little bit is they're a very good big events campaign. I don't know how good a day-to-day campaign they are.
Right.
I think they get a big event, and their tendency is to kind of sit on it.
Right.
And everything's going to be the Waltz-Vance debate. But I think they need to be out making their case every day. I don't know if it's the Detroit Economic Club or the Des Moines Chamber of Commerce or the Eau Claire Kiwanis Club, but they've got to get out there and make the case every day and keep their goddamn fist right in his face. And I admire their ability to put together huge events, but let's have some more day-to-day stuff, people.
And aggressively talk about the risk, the dangers that
every day
he poses.
Right.
On the economic issues, there's so goddamn many risks he poses, James, that you have to pick and choose.
A few. But that's the hardest thing in politics. To choose to say one thing is to choose to not say something else.
Right.
So his tax proposals are willy-nilly, stupid, ad hoc, make no sense. But I probably don't want to get into an argument about taxing tips or overtime or whatever crazy thing that he comes up with when he's in any given locale, because he don't give a shit. And remember that. But I would chase his ass around like crazy on tax cuts for the wealthy and tariffs on working families. And tariffs are a huge tax on working families.
All right, Team Harris, I hope you're listening.
Yes, indeed.
We will keep visiting this, James.
Yeah, and Team Politicon, put it up where everybody can see it.